before. This is my first time going live on YouTube because I heard that it's good for community. So whether you are here viewing live or you are tuning in afterwards, welcome. My name is Jill. I teach online belly dance classes. I live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, if you know where that is in Canada. On the East Coast, that is also where I teach in-person dance classes. So every Wednesday night, I'm going to be going live for about 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes, just to do some kind of like on-the-spot dance instruction, talk about fitness, talk about physical health, mental health, spiritual health, all the things that I talk about in my YouTube videos. So who am I? What do I do? What's my background and history? So basically, I spent many years working in women's health and community health, and also studying and performing Egyptian-style belly dance. And I really saw a lot of connections between the two. So I love to dance, and I love to teach, and I love to kind of bring all of that together. It's very hard for me to just stay on, we're here to dance and let's do these steps. I really we are mind, body, and spirit. All of those things are connected, and to me that is true for a reason, and things that we do with our bodies or our minds affect our spirit and vice versa. They are all connected. So I wanted to do just a little exercise today, and it's going to match some dance movements. So in my opinion, this style of dance, because it's very much, there are upper body isolations that are involved, but because it's so, one second. Okay, I hope that makes the sound a little better. Because the movements are so isolated from the waist down, they very much work on liberating energies and things that might be stuck in our bodies from the waist down. And you might be like, my legs are for walking. But in actuality, emotion means energy in motion. And when we encounter things in our day-to-day life, or we have experiences from our past that we haven't fully dealt with, which I hate to tell you, but most people haven't. A lot of people are walking around with unresolved issues. That stuff gets stuck in our bodies, and things like physical exercise help move it out. And for whatever reason, dance really did that for me more than other types of physical activity. So that's why I sort of chose dance as my physical activity of choice in terms of advocating for this kind of holistic health and the benefits that they can have. It's very similar to yoga, and I'm very excited to be doing yoga teacher training in the near future, and then combining that with the way that I teach. So if you want to feel like getting up and moving with me and participating in a little bit of free dance instruction, I would love for you to join me. So what I want you to do is just take a couple deep breaths and allow yourself to be present in the present moment. Allow yourself to be here for you. Be present in your body. Feel what's going on. Turn off your mind in the sense that the things that you have to do later this evening, or things that happened earlier today, or what you need to take care of tomorrow, try and put that out of your mind for the time being, because we think that obsessing about our to-do lists and finding solutions for things is always the best way to find a solution, and sometimes it is, but a lot of times you need that balance, and you need time in the day where you are allowed to turn off your mind. And I'm not saying that doesn't include sleep. It's fight or flight, rest and digest. We need that rest and digest moment. And even though this might be exercise, for me it's going to be a very rest and digest type of moment. So with all that said, please take a couple deep breaths with me, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another one. Inhale in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Exhale through your mouth. Good. This time when you inhale, I want you to reach your arms up above your head, pull your shoulders down, and look up. Feel your spine stretching and elongating. I'm really reaching here. I'm even overextending a little bit. If that causes pain in your back, don't do it. That's my inhale, and then on my exhale, I release my arms and my shoulders, and I look down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms down, look down. So even just that, even just taking a couple deep breaths and moving with it really helps get the energy and the stagnation moving out of your body, which is what we want. The next thing I want you to do is bring your arms up to shoulder level, and I want you to reach to the right and reach to the left. Right and left, right, left, right, left, and right and left. And what that does is it gives a nice stretch to your obliques here. And another way that we can stretch those is do your reach to the right, pick up your right arm and reach over, lean to the left. This is a really, really nice stretch for your obliques. These are nice stretches that you can do when you are in the middle of your workday and you find your body getting very tense. Reach to the left, lift that arm up and over, good. Lift your chest, open your chest, really stretch out those obliques, reach with your arm, keep your chin up, good. Come back to center, arms down. We can stretch out our hips by shifting our weight from side to side. This is one way to stretch your hips. So I'm taking my weight all the way into my right foot and I'm leaning all the way and sticking my hip out. And now I'm shifting my weight over to my left, right, and left. Many people forget to breathe when they're doing this. Keep breathing. Right and left, right and left. So I was making a little combo through the winter. What I was doing was I was filming myself dancing combos, and then I was uploading videos that you will see in this playlist of me teaching the combos, because people want to learn. Not everybody wants to just learn technique. That is the best thing for your muscles. People like to learn steps too, so I like to combine a little bit. So we'll run through 1 or 2 steps and put them together in like a mini combo. And then you can see the short is going to be uploaded this Friday morning, October 28th. Yeah. Dates. What is time? Anyways, so this is how that combo starts. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale and raise your right arm above your head and look up. And when you do that, you know, it's like put intention into it, put purpose into it. It's not just like, you know, walking down the street and punching my arms and kicking my feet and woo, woo, you know. It's like, think about it. Inhale. Feel this energy. You know, you can look at this in 2 ways. You can think about, because my arm is going outside my body, when I do this, I kind of think about how it's like, I'm sort of like saying hello to everybody and sharing my energy, you know, and it's like coming out the end of my fingertips. And then when I look up at the top, I'm kind of just like appreciating the interaction between myself and the sky, the clouds, in this evening's case, the ceiling. And you can try that with your other arm too. As you inhale, lift your arm up and look up. And check in with your body. There is so much goodness that comes from being aware of what it is we're doing rather than just going through the motions. So when you inhale, reach your arm up and look up and think about how you're really opening up your body, just like with the stretch that we were just doing, you know? You are inviting things in. You are interacting with the world. Believe it or not, we actually do not exist in silos. We interact with each other. Even if we don't want to acknowledge that, or we are hesitant to do that, that's the truth. Just because we can't see energy doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. This is something, tangent story time, that when I was in my younger days and I was doing a Bachelor of Science and I was studying for my exams to get into medical school, which I never pursued. And I was studying physics. I was writing a lot of physics exams over and over again. And I realized, it dawned on me, you know, that like electricity, for example, magnetism, those are really great examples of energy that we cannot see. We are lucky to have reached a point in society where we have like physics equations, arbitrary equations, if you ask me, because it's like you could name it anything. The energy is still, the essence of the energy is still the same. We, according to our language of mathematics, have like given certain energies certain labels, but it at its essence, it is whatever it is. We call it electricity, you know, that's what I mean. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet as electricity. I'm in a mood today. So anyways, just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And we have electricity and magnetism and our awareness of it as an example of that. So anyways, just because you can't see it doesn't mean that there's not an energetic exchange happening right now between you and I. Whether, you want to engage with that is totally up to you. If things don't resonate and you think I sound crazy, no harm done. But that's the truth of it. Anyway, so as you inhale, raise your right arm up and look up. And just think about how this energy is moving through you and it's cleansing you. We are setting the intention to cleanse our energy today. And that's what I'm doing. Every time I inhale and exhale, I'm imagining a white paintbrush, a white sparkly paintbrush moving up my body. It's on my hand and then down. And it's kind of like a window washer situation, and you can put your arms in front of you to do that as well and see if it feels different. Good. So that's one thing that we do. Something else that I would love to show you that you can do with your hands is called hand undulations. So if I bring my hands up above my head, I am flexing my wrists and then my knuckles and then my fingertips, and then I release them. Or if I do it flat for you in front of my body, wrist, knuckles, fingers, release. Wrist, knuckles, fingers, release. My wrist is flat to the floor. It's parallel to the floor right now. And then I bring my knuckles to be in line with the floor. And then the tips of my fingers, and then I release everything. And as you release, it creates this nice waving motion. Now these kinds of things take a lot of practice, so don't be hard on yourself if it's not coming easily. So I'm going to inhale and bring my arm up above my head. And then as I exhale, I'm going to do a few undulations to bring my hand down. Now my hand is at my chest level. I'm going to bring my other hand to meet it, and I'm going to draw a circle with my chest. So how do we do that? I mean, you can just do it and draw a circle with your chest. How do we isolate it? How do we make sure that we're doing it properly and maintaining kind of keeping the energy contained? That's the word I'm looking for, in our chest. So what you do is you can warm up your chest by pushing it from side to side. These are called chest slides. And I'm engaging my entire rib cage. It looks like I'm only working one side at a time, but the truth is, as I pull to the right, I'm also pushing with my left, and vice versa. And then, so those are sort of the two horizontal points of a chest circle, and then the other two are pushing your chest forward, and you can help your body do that by pulling your arms back when you're warming up, and then exhaling and rounding out your back and pushing your arms to the front, back. Chest forward, chest back, chest to the side, chest to the front, chest to the left, chest back, right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back. Those are the 4 points of your circle. And then you can smooth it out and draw a little chest circle. Good. Awesome. So inhale, arm up above your head. Exhale, hand undulation down. Inhale, chest circle. Exhale, wave down. So how do you make a wave happen? If I wanted to exaggerate it, then it's like I'm really taking my weight forward and back and pushing with my chest. If I want to isolate it and just do my abs, it's that same idea where it's like I'm pushing out with my stomach and pulling it back in. There's this out in, give and take, back and forth type of energy, type of command that I'm giving to my muscles. And then when you bring everything back together and relax and come back to neutral, that is when the wave happens. Forward and back. Reach out forward, come back. Inhale, arm above your head. Exhale, undulate your hand down. Inhale, chest circle. Exhale, wave down. So that's it for our little thing today, because when I drop in on people's lives and when I want a mini lesson from someone and just a taste, for me, 10 or 15 minutes is more than enough. There's lots of other instructional videos in this playlist, and all of the details in terms of getting in touch with me or trying any of my paid products are in the information below the video. I hope you have a great evening. Nice to see you. Take care. Bye.